Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and we got a super special video today. So we have coming out shortly, or maybe out by now, I don't know when this video is going to go live exactly, but we're going to be playtesting the Challenger decks, and since you need two people to playtest, I'm joined today by Richard. How's it going today, Richard?
Hey Seth, what's going on?
Not much. I'm excited to do some supplemental product battling. It's been a little while since we've battled supplemental products, but these ones actually look pretty sweet. So Richard, our plan for today is 2 matches. There's 4 Challenger decks all together. So why don't you tell us what deck you're playing first?
Alright, I'm playing Hazoret Aggro, which is, I guess, Wizards' version of Mono Red. It's headlined by a single Hazoret, a single Chandra Torture Defiance, Glorybringer, and then a bunch of aggressive red cards, and a little bit of burn. So basically, I guess, kind of budgety red deck wins, Ramunap red, whatever you want to call it. It's just smash face red.
Yeah, I think that is the deck that people have maybe been most hyped about. It has the 2 most expensive cards from the entire Challenger deck series with Hazoret and also Chandra. I'm going to be fighting against your Hazoret aggro deck with Second Sun Control, which is kind of a weird, somewhat budget version of the approach of the Second Sun Control decks that we have in Standard. So the idea is pretty much to play the control game. We get a bunch of counters, a bunch of card draw, some Wraths, just stall out. We have no creatures except for one Kefnet the Mindful, which is kind of indestructible and hard to deal with, but stall out the game, eventually win by casting 2 Approach of the Second Suns. So we will see how this goes. I don't know how much the budget aspect of this deck will play into it. I know if these were the full versions of the deck, I'd be very scared of Hazoret, but you only have one Hazoret, so maybe I'll get lucky and dodge the Hazoret, and that'll be okay.
Draw it every game, so.
So, anyway, we're just going to jump into it. We're just going to playtest these 4 decks today, and then we're also going to do, in the future, a video on upgrading. So keep an eye out for that in the future, but today, we're just testing them out, see how they play. So, how's your hand looking, Richard?
I'm gonna check my deck list to see if my hand can get better.
Are you gonna mulligan for your one Hazoret? Do you want to restart or?
Oh no, we'll go one more.
All
this
right.
is the life of Mono Red.
I'm gonna keep. My hand's not exciting, but it's fine.
Oh, it's Hazoret, but I have a 1-lander. Okay.
You're gonna try it?
We're gonna try it.
Okay.
We're gonna try it.
Well, I
mean, this is how you play Mono Red. You gotta vol into an actual curve.
Well, I'm just gonna hold up this sensor until you draw 4 lands and cast a Hazoret. I know what to be afraid of. We're just gonna play some islands, pass the turn. So, So heading into this matchup, Richard, how close do you think these decks are to being playable at like the F&M level right out of the pack? Like, what's your thinking going into it? Scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable would you be grabbing one of these for an F&M?
I don't know, maybe like a 6 or a 7. I think it's probably the best offering Wizards has given us. But I think you need a little bit of upgrades to be like really F&M competitive. But I think if you just want to show up and play some good matches, I think that it will do a good enough job, I think. But I don't know if you're going to 4-0 F&M.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Oh man, are you still not hitting your land? Oh! Some nice colorless mana.
Oh, thank God my hand wasn't like 2 Sunscorched Echoes. Do you have like sensors and
Oh yeah.
cancel?
I have 4 sensors. 4 sensors, some Supreme Wills.
Supreme Wills.
I got lots of counters.
I'll wait till you want to like do your 4-mana card draw spells. we gotta make our resources count here.
Are you just gonna lightning strike my face in response to my Supreme Will? I'm just gonna impulse.
Oh. We'll just lightning strike you.
I mean, I am down to 12. Ooh, man, all the action. What do we do with this? I guess we'll take that. So have you ever played Ramunap Red, like the full version?
I've never actually played Ramunap Red.
Yeah, me either. I played some budget versions of it.
Oh, now your Supreme Wills are online, and you just wasted one?
Everything's
I
online.
hate playing against control. I hate playing against control, Seth. Especially when you don't have a curve. I can't just dump my hand out here.
Yeah, I feel like with the tier versions of this deck, I think that it's a good matchup for you. But with these versions and the Mold of 5, I'm not so sure. We'll just keep drawing cards. So many. What do you have? 4 lightning strikes in that deck? Yeah, we don't need the. Oh my god. Well, I learned that this deck has a lot of irrigated farmlands because they're all in my hand. Man, are we? I'm actually not that far away from just losing, which is actually really scary because you've done basically nothing.
Oh, you have to discard. I'm winning.
Oh dear. This fanatical firebrand's gonna do
there.
it.
You're gonna have to use removal on it. Let me see the settle the wreckage.
I'm trying to avoid killing it. I'm hoping I can. It feels so bad to spend a removal spell on it.
Okay, fine. We'll run this out. I haven't seen a sensor cycle. We'll make you not draw cards this turn. If you want to counter. Oh. Do I see a settle the wreckage in my future?
No. Just a cast out.
Oh.
I will say, I am impressed that unlike a lot of supplemental products, we're both drawing a lot of real Magic cards. Like cast outs, carry zabs, lightning strikes.
Fanatical Firebrand.
That actually shows up in the real decks. Don't mock the Firebrand.
It's getting there. I wish you had Painland. I need a little extra. If I actually had Ramunap runes, if it wasn't actually banned in Standard, I would feel pretty good at this point.
Yeah, that would be a huge problem. I just can't let you resolve your one. You only get one shot with Hazoret, and I gotta make sure it doesn't come down. It makes Hazoret a lot less scary, because it's usually the second one that gets you. You could usually find a way to deal with the first one, but then the second one, and that's not an option with this deck. Down to double lightning strike range.
Do you have flash creatures? I guess you told me you only have one Kefnet, huh?
Yeah, that's all we got. I need to find an approach to gain some life.
Harsh Mentor.
Whenever activating ability artifact
creatures.
Okay, I think that's fine. Ish. Cycle.
Oh no, you can cycle your irrigated farmlands.
Meltdown.
Oh, I guess that's kind of.
Oh yes. Oh no. Oh, now I gotta figure.
Are you gonna approach?
I'm trying. Yeah, I drew approach, but if I approach and you draw land in Hazoret, how bad is that for me? You have 3 cards in hand, up to 4 cards, land Hazoret. So Hazoret shouldn't be able to attack this turn. All right, we're gonna cast the approach. And
wait till I magma spray my own Harsh Mentor.
So we're gonna approach up to 13.
How many turns do I have until you draw that and cast it again?
7
from the top. Okay.
7 from the top. Hopefully I can speed up that process. I have lots of cycling. Ooh, okay. Well, we dodged the Hazoret.
If I attack you with a -2 Harsh Mentor, do you gain life? I don't trust Mono. I'm just not going to attack.
I think that's how it works.
Can you tap out for Kefnet and try to block? Thanks.
I haven't drawn my one Kefnet. I'm not that lucky.
Alright. I smell a settle wreckage in my future, so I guess Harsh Mentor is going in.
Gotta get that extra land. Nope, still no settle. There's actually only one settle in this deck. One of the weird things about these decks is they're mostly all cards that will rotate in September. So not too many Ixalan block cards.
Just in time for the next Challenger decks.
That's... Ooh, Karizev. Huh. Alright, well, we can't actually stop this. I guess we'll just Glimmer.
Oh, that could have been a Hazoret. What do you have all this energy for? Do you actually have an energy payoff?
Can I get to approach this turn? No, I don't have an energy payoff. So draw 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, bottom. We're gonna try it. Oh, well, That makes
You
it
just
easy.
draw a
Just draw
natural approach.
The second approach, yeah.
Oh, that was pretty close.
That was, for you mulling to 5. I will be interested to see your sideboard. I have some very good sideboard cards for this matchup.
Let me quickly read your sideboard. Oh no, you're going to bring in the cats?
It might be cat time. Also, Renewed Faith seems somewhat relevant. I don't know what to cut.
I have a full 4 of Chandra's Defeat in here.
Good.
Why? I don't know, but okay.
In case you play the mirror.
I don't even know what I want.
Alright, let's try it like that. Yeah, I gotta look at your sideboard. Do you actually have anything I should be scared of?
I feel like these sideboards weren't really well thought out. I think they just put a bunch of sideboardy cards into the sideboard. I don't see anything that I could use.
No. I mean, I guess Pianalar is another threat, but I don't even know. I guess Magma Spray is pretty dead. Maybe just that.
I can't even take your Glyph Keeper with Karizev's expertise.
You can take my cat.
What is your cat? It's a 3/3?
It's a 3/3, yeah.
Oh my god. Chandra's Defeat does absolutely nothing. Sentinel Totem does nothing.
Yeah, your sideboard isn't great for this
Key to
matchup.
the City. I guess. Oh, this is so bad. I just want to add mountains. I guess we just take these. Alright, we're just gonna take these.
I think the idea is you beat me in game 1, and then hope to steal one in game 2 or game 3, but mulling to 5 makes it hard.
That didn't work. Alright.
Okay, this is fine. You got your Hazoret?
I don't know. Do you have your answers to Hazoret?
Kinda. Always with the Firebrand. Card's annoying. Also, it's a Goblin. Goblin suddenly relevant again.
Is it a goblin or is it a pirate?
Both. It's both.
He's tapped out.
Curving
Get
out.
him.
Kind of wish Harsh Mentor is a weird inclusion. I think that it probably should have been Earthshaker Kenra, maybe, as far as card choices for the deck. And we'll just pass. Alright, no on-crop Crasher. That's good.
Sensor time. Do you have 2 mana removal?
I
guess the flash thing?
Yeah, I got the flash thing. Meltdown. I don't really have a good answer to Hazoret, though.
Yeah, I don't really have Hazoret set. It's a 1 Hazoret deck.
Soulscar Mage, okay. Alright, that's a lot of creatures.
I just gotta kill you before the Fumigate.
We're trying to get there. We need our lands.
I guess.
Alright.
Oh, no counterspell.
Nope, no counterspell.
Should I be afraid of Subtle Wreckage next turn? I don't know, but...
Okay, farm.
Okay. I didn't know this was a card.
We're doing it the hard way. I actually need it in the graveyard so I can careful study. Gotta hit my land drops. Shields down. Come on, lands. How many lands are in this deck? I guess we gotta discard Approach and Meltdown. We did find our land.
Discarding the Meltdown. It's your best card.
We got other plans.
Hold on. Is there a 1 mana? What do you have? Opt?
Is this really Hazoret? This better not be Hazoret.
I'm gonna be so sad if that 1 card is Spell Pierce.
Ooh, Chandra. That's not good.
There's no way you would bring in a Spell Pierce, right?
The other one of... No, you got me.
We did it!
Okay. Man, I am... Well, at least you can't cast that.
I kind of wanted to cast that. We'll just take the damage.
11, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez. We are pretty low on life. Alright. I like this Harsh Mentor continually sending the message. Come on. Oh, no, to the bottom. Come on, deck. Okay. Whew. Field of Ruin. Thank goodness.
Oh, no. Fumigate.
Fumigate time. Man, It was close. I didn't know if we were going to get there. Now we just got to deal with this Chandra. And hope you don't draw your one Hazoret.
That was a mountain.
Ooh, bonded courier. You probably just exiled your Hazoret, so now if I kill your Bombat courier...
I would be so sad. I would be very upset if we end the game and that's a Hazoret.
Cat time?
Okay, cats are a problem.
Gotta get through this Chandra before it ultimates.
What do I do with this cat here? Cat is a problem.
Ah, it's so good. Probably the best cat ever printed.
Plus you have, like, these stupid tokens which can kill my bonded courier.
Come on, no Hazoret, no Hazoret. Ugh. Alright, well at least there's no ultimate. Oh. We're gonna snap off this block, I think.
No. Lifelink, Seth.
Yep.
Well, the good news is Harsh Mentor blocks your cat.
It does, and you still have the Chandra.
Oh, if only this cat had activated abilities. Seth, can you feel the ruin me?
To take some damage.
Yeah.
Does it trigger off lands? It does.
Oh no. Chandra, no!
The one
How am I gonna
Chandra
win now?
Gone forever. It feels even better killing a Chandra when you know there's only one.
I cheated, Seth. I added a second one.
You actually bought 4 copies and you have a playset.
I just need to make sure to never reveal the extra ones.
Carrie's that's a clock. I think we need another Fumigate here.
Main phase Glimmer.
Gotta find something. Alright. Pass the turn. Oh boy. Oh boy. No attacks?
Yes, please. Give me the monkey.
Well, speaking of one-ofs.
No, settle the record. No.
No. Found it. Look at all your
I want
lands,
these
though.
mountains.
You're getting close to being able to Emrakul me.
I think this is all she wrote, unless Hazoret comes off and Seth does not have an answer. Oh, so much card draw.
Alright. We'll pass. You got close. I think it's getting to the point, though, where hopefully going to be hard to lose. Maybe, like, running lightning strikes could be scary.
Do you have any spells that make you pay life to draw cards?
No greeds.
What is this? A Supreme Will?
If you got 2 lightning strikes, then I guess you got me. I don't think Supreme Will is going to counter it anyway. Oh, come on,
I do not
deck.
have the second lightning strike.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I guess we pass? How many lands do you have? 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. Alright, yeah, we're gonna pass. I actually feel a little bit endangered.
Pia?
Wait. Sack. Okay, only pumps artifacts.
Only pumps artifacts.
That's good.
Would you like to turn Soulscar Mage into an artifact for me?
We'll take 1. Down to 2. Alright.
Oh, where's my shock? Draw me a card, Seth!
Come on, Supreme Wills. Find us something. Oh my
I hope you
god.
draw Kefnet.
I actually sideboarded Kefnet out. Keep going. Supreme Will, Supreme Will. Cycle Renewed Faith. Up to 4.
What? What? So confident that you're just cycling it. You don't even want to gain the full 6 life.
Oh, this is a good turn. Fumigate.
Can I get rid of these creatures? Oh, yes,
You
I
can sack
can.
the artifact at least. Well, apparently endlessly chaining together Supreme Wills is pretty good, because we found another cat.
No.
Alright,
no.
Mono Red. See what you can do.
Hazoret.
Does Hazoret even do it? I mean, it'd be good. Okay.
I would have been kind of close if it didn't make tokens and you didn't gain life from Renewed Faith.
That actually would have been pretty close. Alright, let's fire this off main phase.
So much digging.
That's what this deck does. Nothing, 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 and then hopefully wins.
No, I can't. I think this is game. I can't come back. You gained like 4 life. Plus you gained 2 from the cat.
Ugh. Well, I ran out of good stuff. No Hazorets, no Hazorets.
How about a Sunscorched Desert?
That's acceptable.
Are you gonna mill me to death?
I'm gonna mill your Hazoret. Oh, I milled your Glorybringer.
Oh, Glorybringer would have been good.
That would have been good. Alright. Glad to have milled that.
Alright, we got...
Okay.
The Crasher.
The defensive on-crop Crasher.
No. There is no defense.
Getting in there. Okay. Oh, boy. Well, we've drawn a... Where's our approaches? Well, I guess we discarded one. I think we just gained too much life. It was close for a minute there.
I really needed Chandra to not die.
Oh, dear. Well, I guess we do this. Just to make doubly sure. Oh, so we don't win this turn? We put you to 1?
Oh, no, but then your cat gets lifelink.
Yeah. Gonna be a hard race to win. Just so much life gain. Huh. So...
Wait a minute. No, I can't.
Oh, whoa! Close! Wow. Man, if I hadn't drawn the second cat, you might have got there.
I really needed to actually have cards at hand to cast something off of the expertise, but...
Well, we'll just mercifully attack. So I think one of the things this match made me realize is I think the red deck might actually be worse than you think. So my deck, I don't have any super expensive cards like Chandra and Hazoret, but I have like 4 of a lot of good cards, like Real Caracles, Cast Outs. It seems like all of your good cards are 1-ofs. So if I manage to cast out them or deal with them, all of a sudden it's like you're just drawing random, not that great of things.
Yeah, I think this deck is not too good. You really need the extra Hazorets and the extra Chandras for your reach. We kind of just like fizzle out there, and we have a lot of bad cards. We have like Magma Sprays, we have a Braids, which don't do anything, so I had to go deep and bring in the Karizev's expertise. And yeah, you don't have the actual Ramunap Ruins, because it's banned. But you don't have the reach needed, so I think I actually like your deck better. It's a bunch of cards that are good, even against the more expensive cards. A Fumigate will kill whatever creatures on the other side, no matter how expensive it is. So, and you do have the counter spells and the card draw. So I actually like your deck a lot better. It's more consistent, and I think it's actually more powerful than the existing build that we have of Hazoret aggro.
I think something to keep in mind with Hazoret, I think you're right. I think my deck is better than your deck in that scenario. Something to keep in mind, Chandra right now is like $25. Hazoret's like $16, $17. Plus there's like Glorybringers and stuff. But maybe if you have the opportunity, one possibility would be to at least buy maybe 2 copies of Hazoret aggro, or maybe even 4 copies, and then you actually end up with a pretty powerful deck, I think. If you have 4 Glorybringers, 4 Hazorets, and 4 Chandras, that's a lot of power.
Yeah.
For not that much of a price. But, alright, so let's move on. What deck are you playing for our second matchup, Richard?
Alright, I am playing Counter Surge, which is basically the green-black counters deck with you have kind of the Winding Constrictor, and then you have Walking Ballista, Long Tusk Cub, Rishkar. Basically, take advantage of your Constrictor and go nuts with counters.
And I am going to be playing, yours is kind of like the Winding Constrictor green-black snake deck. I'm playing Vehicle Rush, which is basically Mardu vehicles. It actually looks pretty solid. I feel like a lot of my good cards are 4-ofs, and I think this is a deck that, looking at it, it feels the most like a legitimate tier deck out of the box, because it's just got so many 4-ofs. You get 4 Hardikirans, Toolcraft Exemplars, Scrap Heap Scroungers, Veteran Motorists, so it seems like a pretty consistent looking deck. Ugh. Okay. It does also have Evolving Wilds.
I have a one-lander.
This is the story of our battle.
I need to mull. I have a one-lander and I have like double black cards in hand.
Ugh. How's the 6?
It's a 2-lander. I think we keep it. We're missing colored sources.
You get to scry.
Yeah, we scry to the bottom.
Ugh. Oh dear.
Wait, how many Evolving Wilds are in my deck? Because I kind of want Evolving Wilds. Okay, we don't have any Evolving Wilds. Wizards.
Yeah, your mana base looks a little sketchy.
Wizards. Alright, Worth will come through next turn for me.
Well, let's crack. I guess we'll just take a mountain and get the beatdown started.
Are you casting stuff? That's not allowed.
Here we come. Scrap Heap.
No, that's not. I just needed like any land.
Ugh. The all green mana hand.
What does our mana base look like here?
It looks.
We have 4 Ether Hubs, 4 Foul Orchards, and then single colored lands. Oh, what kind of hand is this, Seth?
I think that's the weakness of your deck. You have a lot of powerful cards, but your mana's rough. Compared to my deck, I have 3 Ether Hubs, Concealed Courtyard, Dragon Skull Summit, 2 Evolving Wilds, 1 Inspiring Vantage, 4 Spire of Industry, and even 4 Unclaimed Territory in my not exactly tribal deck. You have like the old school precon mana base, when they used to have such bad mana bases.
Can I choose the same creature twice?
You cannot.
On up to 2. Do I want to give your creatures? No.
I'd be okay with that. Well, that's more mana. It's still green, but... Oh, goodness. Okay. I guess we're supposed to name Dwarf with our unclaimed territories.
Oh, jeez.
And, we'll keep attacking.
Do I want to block? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't want to block. I think we just take it.
Yeah, this is a pretty good start for my deck.
Yeah, I don't know I can beat that start, period.
This looks like a standard, like a real standard deck start, minus Depala.
Okay, that was not a swamp.
Oh. Ugh.
How much power do you have over there? A lot.
You might be just straight up dead, unless you have like a surprise fog or something.
I don't like these decks, Seth.
I kind of like them.
This mana base seems very sketchy when I look at it.
Yeah,
it's only a 2-color deck, though.
Ooh, found a Hardikiran. Yeah, your mana base looks super sketchy.
We are totally dead. We're gonna kill this Bullback Courier, though.
That's fair.
We're gonna send a message.
Wow. Maybe I just got the 2 good decks, and you picked the 2 bad decks somehow? Sideboarding. Probably don't want Chandra's Defeats. They love putting Chandra's Defeat in sideboards of these decks, apparently.
To kill that one Chandra. What are your creatures? Okay.
I don't think we're going to change much. This deck looks pretty legit, I have to say. I could see this deck competing right out of the box. Like, Mardu Vehicles isn't as good as it used to be, but this deck's really close to just the optimal build of Mardu Vehicles. Actually, I think what you do is you buy this deck because it's really close to being optimal Mardu Vehicles, and you buy the red deck to put in like 1 Hazoret and 1 Chandra, and I think that might be the way to upgrade this deck. And then you actually have 2 pretty sweet decks.
Alright, I have colored mana. We're doing it.
Alright, my hand looks pretty good.
Oh my god, dual land, thank you.
Nice foul orchard there. Well, Bonded Courier. Start generating that card advantage. Snake?
Snake.
Ugh. Must die. One thing we've learned, you gotta kill the Winding Constrictor or bad things happen.
What? Lightning Strike.
We got a Lightning Strike. And plus we want to keep exiling cards with this Bombay Courier. Snake? Siphoner.
Not Snake.
If there's one thing we've learned, so you gotta kill the Sleeve Siphoner, bad things happen.
Can you stop killing my stuff? Oh my god.
This probably... Huh. I guess we're still naming Dwarf. And more couriers? Eventually we're gonna draw a bunch of cards, and it's gonna be sweet.
Scrap heap Scavenger.
Okay, that can live.
Sure. I think you should use all your removal on it.
Heart of Kirin?
Okay, that's a Heart of Kirin.
Exile some cards.
Oh, I can't block, that's right. I was like, huh? How come I can't block?
Yeah, the drawback of the scrap heap.
Hmm.
Ew, okay. That can block. Down to 16. I'll play Ether Hub. Play Scrap Heap Scrounger. One of the best crewers of Heart of Kirin. Keep attacking.
Many cards.
Yup. Bombay Courier ended up being so good. I think it was, like, no one really expected much of it when it first came out, and man, that card is good. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of action. Toolcraft. Man, this deck feels legit.
So this thing is a 3/2 first strike on defense?
No. Only combat on my turn.
Oh, your turn. Okay. Okay, we have a swamp. Let's see. 1, 2.
Lots of mana, thanks to Rishkar.
We play this.
Snake number 2.
We just go for the beats.
Alright. Well, I guess we take it. 9-9. It's a close race.
And then I guess we just kill this thing.
Okay, die young. That works. Oh, I think we just win since we drew a black source, actually.
No!
Unlicensed Disintegration?
Ow.
And Pia. And Crew. And I think that should do it. Wow. Jeez.
You didn't even get to draw all the cards off the Bombay Courier.
I thought about keeping you alive so I could cash it in, but... Oh, wow. So, Richard, you said 6 or 7 you were at heading into the matches. How did this beatdown change your thoughts on how ready these decks are for F&M right out of the package?
I actually think Marty Vehicles is the better deck there. It did very powerful things. It's very proactive. It seemed consistent. You didn't really have mana base issues, even though you're a Mardu deck. So it actually looked pretty good over there.
So after seeing these decks, let's say you got $30 to spend. You want to play F&M over the summer. Which of these decks would you pick up to be your F&M deck over the summer, assuming you're not going to upgrade it in any meaningful way?
Without upgrades, I think Marty Vehicles look the best.
I think so too.
Heart of Kiran's a good card.
I would actually agree. I think the Heart of Kirin, because of Heart of Kirin, Marty Vehicles would probably be my choice. That deck actually looks pretty legitimate. Now let's say, and we're gonna do a whole video on this, or I'm gonna do a whole video on this, but let's say you had, I don't know, double the budget. You could spend $30 more. Would that change your pick? Like, would fixing the mana base make the counters deck the right choice? Or if you could buy 2 copies of the red deck, would that make it your choice? Because you'd have more Chandras and Hazorets, or would you still just go Marty Vehicles?
I think Marty Vehicle. I think if you can get to like playsets of Hazorets and Chandras. Maybe Hazoret aggro looks good. I don't like the counter stack. There are some questionable cards like Dream Stealer in here, and the mana base is pretty weak. The removal suite, like it only has one fatal push, so I don't really like counter surge. Maybe the approach deck can become a real approach control deck if you just add some upgrades, but I think Mardu Vehicles is the most obvious good deck here because it's pretty good out of the box. You can improve it more with more budget, and it's aggressive, and the aggressive cards are good. So when you don't know what you're doing and you want to get some wins, aggressive decks are good because if your opponent just stumbles on mana, they're dead. Whereas if you're playing a weaker deck, they have time to recover, and then their more powerful cards will take over. So I actually like Mardu Vehicles in that regards.
I think that's the right choice. I think that you can upgrade the approach deck into a tier build without a whole lot of trouble, but approach has kind of like fallen down in the metagame. It was really good, but people have kind of become prepared for it. Like, people don't lose to it as much. They get a lot of negates and stuff in the sideboard. So I feel like Mardu Vehicles would be my choice. It is resilient enough thanks to the vehicles that you can compete with the control decks in the format, and it's fast enough that you can just race the aggro decks. Plus, you get 4 of like Unlicensed Disintegration, Heartache Huron. Those are some really powerful cards, and having full play sets makes it a lot more consistent. Like, we saw that with the red deck in specific. It's got a lot of powerful stuff, but its best stuff is one of. So it's kind of this weird game of like, oh, I'll crush people sometimes when I draw my one Hazoret, one Chandra. Otherwise, I'm playing all this weak stuff. Mardu Vehicles didn't have that problem. Its best cards are also 4 of. So I would definitely go with Mardu Vehicles is my choice as well, or the Vehicle Rush deck, I guess the technical name of it is. But is there any of these decks, one last question, Richard, would you avoid? Like, let's say you're on the fence, you don't necessarily want Mardu Vehicles. What's the worst deck that you would tell people to avoid if they were going to choose one?
I don't know that there's any deck that I would just straight up avoid. I think the key is figure out what deck you want to play in the end and buy the deck that gets there. Because if you're really like a control player, I don't think you should be forced into playing Vehicle Rush. I think if you're a control player, you should start Second Sun Control and build into your final deck. Even if it's slightly weaker or something like that, you can always upgrade it later. And I think we have all the strategies here. We have kind of like mono red, we have mid-rangey aggro, we have control, and then we have actual black-green mid-range. So I think just choose which deck looks good to you. I think they're pretty close in power level, even though I think Mardu Vehicles is the better deck. I think they're close enough that your personal play preference should choose which deck you want.
Yeah, I think that's one of the nice things about this product is Wizards really did. They hit aggro, they hit mid-range, they hit control, so you do have something for everyone. I would say right out of the box, I would be most skeptical of the counters deck, the Winding Constrictor deck, just because of the mana. So if you're leaning towards that being the deck you want to play, which I think is a fine choice, Winding Constrictor decks are near the top of the standard format, and they're very good, but I would plan on trying to immediately upgrade the mana base, because based on your matches and just looking at the mana base on paper, I think the mana base of that deck might be the biggest weakness out of any aspect of all the decks in the Challenger deck series. So if you are going to go that direction, maybe at least, even if you don't make expensive upgrades, like a playset of Evolving Wilds would go a long way towards making that deck functional, and it doesn't cost you like any additional money really. So anyway, I think that brings us to the end of our Challenger deck battle. So, Richard, any final thoughts on any of the Challenger deck stuff on the way out the door today?
When will I ever win a game of Magic, Seth? When will I ever win a game? Why did I choose the bad decks?
I think you did accidentally pick the wrong decks, and I even gave you first choice, so you can't blame me. It's not like I just
that was a mind game, Seth. You knew I would choose the wrong decks given the first choice.
I gotcha. Well, thanks for hanging out, Richard. It's always fun to do these.
Yeah, always a pleasure, Seth.
And thanks to everyone for watching. So, yeah, you can pick up Challenger decks starting April the 6th for $30 MSRP. So keep them in mind. They really are a good way of entering Standard over the summer. Sure, they rotate out in September, most of these decks or all of these decks, but still, it's a great cheap way to start playing FNMs over the summer. And like I mentioned before, we'll have an upgrade video incoming as well, talking about how you can kind of spice up these decks, make them a little more FNM worthy. without adding a ton more money. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks to Richard for hanging out, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.